Hello. So, what's a couple of bites like you doing out so late? Hello.
Though I'll pray for what you say, I'm a pig with touches in. I feel like a resonate. I love how we levitate. I love how we levitate. I love how we levitate. Though I'll pray for what you say.
Okay guys, now I'm going to explain how to make automation for the export files from Photoshop. So we're going to open again the okay, maybe we're going to open a different file. So let me just check on my computer. Some paint. Okay, let's see the Acura, for example. Okay, this is the Acura, so we're going to put 43% as before. You always go to this, and then we're going to turn the UI, iracing UI. Sorry. Then we're going to pick the my content, and then the Acura car, and then we go to the car model. Okay, so this is the car model, and now I'm going to show you. So what we was doing before, we was going to the file, save as, and then we pick targa and export, right? This is the way we did on the previous video. Now I'm going to explain how to make this export file just one click. So you see the Acura here on top, Acura, then we have targa and MIP. So we select targa, and then we go make sure we have the targa open, which is the blue file, and then okay, yes, so then we press this button here on the bottom, pim, can you see? Already there. So we don't need to go to file and export, PNG, all of that. Just one click, a file. So on Photoshop they call actions. And then for the MIP file, is for the shininess of the car, we're going to export again. So we have to pick the MIP file there, and then we have to change from Photoshop from the blue layer to the green layer, and then we can press the button again. So now we have the targa MIP file and the paint file, so all together. And then I'm going to explain how to create these actions. All of these cars you see here, I did myself one by one. So I'm going to explain how to do it. So first of all, we go to this folder on the bottom, and we're going to create a new group. So we go to call Acura test. Okay, Acura test. So Acura test comes here on the bottom. We're going to bring it up. It's a little bit kind of a slow. Okay, Acura test on top. So we select the Acura test, and then we're going to add an action. So first action is going to be, we're going to call targa, and then stay on the Acura test file, and you don't need to touch any other setup stuff. Okay, we put record, and you notice on the bottom the red now is recording. So whatever we do from now, it will be recorded. So we go into archive, we go to the save as, we're going to pick the targa, and then we go to documents, and then we go iracing, and then we go paint, and then Acura GT3, and then car 1198 is my iracing ID, and so you have to pick the right name and then save. Yes, replace yes, and the 32 bits as before on the previous video. In the compact is a personal choice. You can do 24, or you don't need to use the compact if you don't want to get the file a little bit smaller. And then okay, and then now you stop the recording. Okay, you stop the recording. Now you have the targa there, so you can see the details of the targa. And then now we're going to do the same. So we select the folder on top, and then we go change from the paint of the car to the shininess. So this is it's going to be the MIP file. So it is a new action. So inside of Acura tests, we're going to call this action MIP. Is a MIP file, and now it's recording. So once the record starts, we go save as. We pick the targa, and now instead of car, we have to go to the document. Okay, yeah, documents. Go to the documents and go iracing, then paint, then Acura GT3. Okay, now for this time we're going to put car spec, car underscore spec underscore, then iracing ID number and the file targa, and save. Replace yes, same 32 bytes compact. Okay, and then stop the recording. So now you see we have the MIP file and the targa file on the Acura test we just created. So this is how you can create actions. So if you want to make a new action for a new car, you go to the folder and then you type the car you want, McLaren or whatever, for example, McLaren, and then it will create the file on bottom, and then you can start adding the actions. I'm going to erase this just for demonstration. So you see all my cars I did one by one by hand. So I have to record the targa file, the MIP file for each car. So all of these cars they have. So on this case we stay on the Acura test we just created. So we go to the MIP file, we press the bottom button here, and it's exported already. And then we go to the targa, we change from green to blue since the targa is a different file, and then we press again button. So as you see, it's there. The export was done easily. It takes a little bit hard working to create all the actions, but once they are created, every time you want to paint a car or change a paint, it's much more easy. You don't need to go there and look for the save as, and then choose targa, and then look for the folder, documents, and go erasing, and then go paint, and then go to the car, and then rename the file, whatever. So you don't need to do all of that. Is just press a button, and all of that work is automatically export the file. So then if you go to the documents, you can see erasing and then paint. So you can see the Acura GT3. So that is all the files. Of course, this is files from other drivers, different drivers. My file is this one. And then the MIP file, we create this car spec. So when iracing detect there are two files, he create a new one. So this is the file you need to upload to the trading paints, but this is for another next lesson. I will explain how to export to trading paints both of the files. Okay, thank you for watching, guys.
Bye. Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I love
Bye bye.
Bye.
how we
Bye bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Though I'll pray for what you say, I'ma pick what touches in. I feel like we resonate. I love how we levitate. I love